क्रिकेट टीवी जहां मिलेगी क्रिकेट की सारी बातें, जहां जोश भी है, जहां होश भी है, जहां क्रिकेट है, आओ देखें क्रिकेट टीवी।
Hello and welcome back to Cricket TV, all things cricket and more. I'm Hetvi Patel, and joining us today are Narayan Fasari and Nikhil Morsawala. After weeks of cricket, dramatic finishes, playoff pressure, and some incredible individual performances, we have finally arrived at the biggest match of the season. IPL 2026 finale. Royal Challengers Bangalore versus Gujarat Titans. Two of the most consistent teams of the tournament this year. We always agreed to it that these two teams will make it to top four, and now they are into the finals. Very deserving. RCB are looking a very different team than they have been in past years. Have repeatedly said that, and GT, of course, always in so much of control. Narayan sir, we'll start with you. RCB's journey in IPL 2026, how they have grown or not.
So, very simple words. RCB have been the most consistent team of all the 10 teams, number one. Virat Kohli, despite his age, whatever is said about him, uh, 700 runs is no joke, at this forum, basically. And backed by Patidar, 486 runs, Devinder Patkal, 463, Tim David and Kinal Pandya. So they make a very cohesive team. अगर स्टार्टिंग के भी अगर ओपनिंग बैट्स वगैरह नहीं चूक जाते हैं तो पीछे संभालने वाले लोग हैं, और संभालने का अपने को जरिया भी अपन ने देखा है इस टूर्नामेंट के अंदर। तो उन्होंने 9 मैच जीते 14 में से, टू टॉप द लीग, एंड देन दे क्रश जीटी by 92 runs in the qualifier, posting 254 and getting them home. So they had a very reasonable stuff, and they are the likely favorites to win today also, possible. Coming to GT's journey, at one point of time they were written off in the mid segment of the tournament. Lekin they bounced back, and especially after that qualifier 1 loss, by eliminating RR, निकाला उनको क्वालिफाई 2 के अंदर। पहले लॉस हुआ, अगर आप देखोगे तीनों मैच के अंदर क्या हुआ है, पहले आरसीबी ने जीटी को वन साइड किया, फिर उसने वापस दूसरे क्वालिफायर में उसने उसको वन साइड किया, और ये वापस एक वन साइड हो गया। तो तीनों मैच में वन साइडेड अफेयर हुआ है। तो अभी वापस जीटी हैज कम बैक टू फेस आरसीबी, देखा जाए। शुभम गिल्स परफॉर्मेंस द अदर डे वाज एक्सीलेंट, single-handedly as a captain, he won that match for GT, So both teams finished the league, if you remember, on 18, and 1 and 2 थे. Difference was the run rate. घूम फिर के चारों मैच के बाद में again they have come facing each other. Nikhil.
Yeah, Nikhil sir, you're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah, both deserve to be there, I think, the teams. Only I'll tell you the concern on both the teams. If you minus one player each from both the sides, you have a problem. So from RCB, you minus Bhuvneshwar Kumar. And assume that Bhuvneshwar wasn't there and he did what he did for RCB. What would have happened? And from GTU minus Shubman Gill. And think what would have happened. So I think, the problem or the issue that I see with these two teams, I'm thinking in the long term, not today's match, is that they are so dependent. Hetvi said in the introduction, incredible individual performances. I think that defines this IPL. This IPL has not been about incredible teamwork. This IPL has not been about incredible team wins. This IPL has been all about incredible individual performances. And I think that somehow sets back the whole, it brings the rung down, because it's not all players coming together. There were some team wins. I'm not saying it did not happen at all. लेकिन ज्यादातर जहां तक जो जितने भी टीम जीती है, सब एक खिलाड़ी के अच्छे खेलने पे या एकदम बहुत ही बढ़िया खेलने से उसकी जीत हुई है, ना कि 10 लोग या 11 लोग साथ में आए और सबने अपना अपना कार्य जो करना था उन्होंने किया और टीम जीत गई। इसलिए मुझे लगता है जो टीम नहीं जीती है, जैसे आप आरआर को देखिए, I think it was more even though in the match that they lost. If you saw Vaibhav, the way Vaibhav changed his entire strategy in the previous match when they were going to be knocked out, the way they played against Mumbai Indians, in spite of the top order not being there and getting 201, you saw everybody chipping in. So I think what Narayan said about RR being a different team going forward is going to happen. RCB have to understand Bhuvneshwar Kumar is not there to last for very long. He is a very senior cricketer in age, I'm saying. So and you cannot expect this, probably बोलते हैं ना कि जो the flame burns brightest when it is going to die. So I think that this is his sort of clarion call, that I am who I am and I've done my best. Next season, I don't think we should expect him to do what he did in this season. So they have to find somebody there. They have to ensure the bowling is good. Because the batting is very sorted. We don't even talk about it. But it can't be that one-sided that you don't have that bowling fab. What happened to SRH that way? So I think RCB has to worry about that. GT has to worry about if बड़े पहले तीन नहीं खेले और शुभमन नहीं खेला तो फिर न राहुल तेवतिया खेलता है, न फलाना खेलता है, और राशिद खान ने बॉलिंग अच्छी की लेकिन बैटिंग में कोई जलवा नहीं दिखाया इस बार। तो ये दोनों टीमों में ये एक कंसर्न है। तो आज क्या होगा, क्या इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंसेस मैटर करेंगे? आज क्या हम फोकस डालेंगे रजत पाटीदार पे, जिन्होंने मिडिल ऑर्डर में बहुत ही बढ़िया जो क्वालिफायर वन में खेला, ही वाज आउटस्टैंडिंग, आई मीन ही वाज अ रेवलेशन। और यू लुकिंग एट शुभमन गिल कमिंग इन एट द बिगिनिंग एंड फायरिंग एंड आल्सो सब्लाइम फॉर्म इन क्वालिफायर टू। So I will looking at Virat Kohli going all guns and making a century as his fans want him to make. So I think, or is it going to be everybody chipping in together, coming in as a team and I want to watch that because I think अगर क्रिकेट को डिफाइन करना है, और नारायण ने कुछ आर्टिकल्स भी भेजे कि हम जब क्रिकेट देखते थे तो क्या होता था, हम किस तरह से एनालाइज करते थे। किसी भी एक इंडिविजुअल का परफॉर्मेंस इतना महत्वपूर्ण होता ही नहीं था, सारे के सारे अपने अपने बक्से में अच्छा खेलते थे और उससे एक टीम की जीत होती थी। अब आ गया है, ये पूरा एक नया दौर आया है, तो शायद देखना जरूरी है कि ये दौर कंटिन्यू रहेगा और इसी तरह से आईपीएल खेला जाएगा, या फिर कहीं पे कॉर्स करेक्शन आएगा। और जैसे सचिन तेंदुलकर का एक आर्टिकल मैंने आपको व्हाट्सएप पे फॉरवर्ड किया, बॉलिंग पावर प्ले, बैटिंग पावर प्ले, क्या हम गेंदबाजी और बल्लेबाजी में एक एक संयम लाएंगे, एक बैलेंस लाएंगे? क्या ये होने वाला है, ये आगे चल के देखेंगे। लेकिन आज आज आई एक्सपेक्ट अ हाई स्कोरिंग मैच। अहमदाबाद इज नोन फॉर दैट, 190 to 210, I think, is the range. But their way to the final has been very different. RCB dominating. GT, as Narayan said, at halfway stage, they were at number 6. But I told you at that time also that they will come through because they are a very balanced team, and they came through because they have the right captain in the right place and the right batsman. And when people like Rashid Khan perform, they're brilliant. So they have the firepower. So I think that is the critical aspect of GT's match. Let's see where it goes today. But slight edge, yes, RCB momentum is there, and the scars of the qualifier one, the way they demolished GT. GT will not forget that. Psychologically, if we remember, when you lose against a team, you come with that memory. You may not want to think about it, but it's internalized inside you. You know that you've been beaten black and blue by this opponent, and so when you go into that match, यू गो विद दैट स्लाइट फियर, लिटिल थोड़ा एक डर कि यार वापस ऐसा ना हो कि मैं उसी तरह से वही गड़बड़ कर लूं जो पहले किया था। तो वो एक एक जो मानसिक जो एक प्रेशर रहेगा वो जीटी पे रहेगा, न कि आरसीबी पे।
Yes.
और आरसीबी आ रहा है बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मोमेंटम ड्रिवन फॉर्म में, और सभी खेल रहे हैं अच्छी तरह से। भुवनेश्वर कुमार हैज टू परफॉर्म टुडे बिकॉज इफ ही डज नॉट, Shubman can take the match away from them. He has to get Shubman out. He has to get Sai. Sai is in sublime form, 850s in the last 10 innings. That's amazing performance. Though he hasn't made the century that Shubman made the other day. I think that this Bhuvneshwar Kumar on this side of the team and maybe Rashid Khan on the other side will have to ensure that they control that batting powerhouse that both the teams have. That's my assessment of today's game.
Yes.
So
Narayan,
just to add what Nikhil said, there is some data which says that Bhuvneshwar Kumar joined the IPL in 2011 in Pune Warriors team. Now that team is no more, and this is his 16th edition continuously. We're playing for various teams. So that is number one. Number two is again chartered accountant angle. GT एक मैच हारा तो लॉस हो गया, एक मैच जीता दबा के तो प्रॉफिट हो गया, तो बैलेंस शीट टैली हो गई उनकी एक बार की। now they are on a clean slate now today, actually. है ना?
Yes.
And third thing is RCB law of averages should not catch up to them, ना, with them.
सर 18 साल का लॉ ऑफ एवरेजेस है, आज कैचअप नहीं होगा. All right. So,
No, so you
uh,
must come in with your comments because your favorite team is there, Hitvi, and so is your
Yes,
favorite
yes,
player.
yes.
So, what is your assessment of obviously the
um,
same question that you asked, their road to the finals, and where do you think the match today will go?
I
Today is reverse mentoring day.
Yes,
yes.
exactly.
HV.
No, but I keep repeating this, and because I've followed RCB, I've been a fair fan of RCB since I've started watching IPL, and I've seen that team. This is a very different team. Under like it was always star power. It was always AB de Villiers, Chris Gayle, Virat Kohli, someone or other. But it was never, Indian captains like Rajat Patidar, Devdutt Padikkal, Bhuvneshwar Kumar. RCB has not seen this kind of team, and it's looking very strong at this point. It's unbeatable for me in my head at least. अभी नहीं लगता है, डर लगता है अंदर से that trauma is still there कि 49 all out हो सकता है, but of course they are capable of 200 and plus. And I think I'm still hoping, while I'm planning to watch this match, but I wish I don't want to, because every match that I've seen them lose. So I think that's the thing I believe today.
Hetvi, one more data for you. You know, uh, uh, our gentleman captain, Mr. Kohli, captained 9 times RCB, one final. Patidar, two captains, both finals.
Finals, yes.
And one
Kohli has
victory.
never been lucky in that sense.
But
Indian team
if
के
I'm not
captaincy.
mistaken, didn't Patidar miss the final last time? Jitesh was the captain.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was not the captain.
Something had happened to him. He was
Yeah.
injured or something, and Jitesh took over as the captain. And but the fact remains that Patidar has made that big difference in the balance of the team, along with Padikkal coming in. I think Padikkal has come in this year. He was not there last year. I'm not very sure last
No,
year
he
or the
Correct.
year
was.
before.
He
He
was.
was, he
Yeah,
was,
so,
he
so
was.
He
but
was there.
the two pieces have brought in that very good sense of balance. It's not just Virat Kohli and Phil Salt, or
Yes.
Virat Kohli and his partner, whoever the partner is, whether Venkatesh Iyer last time or somebody else they may come up with
It
today.
is one franchisee which has made the minimum of changes compared to
Yes,
25 to 26 actually.
Yeah.
yes.
और उनके पास I think पर्स भी कम
No,
comparatively.
correct.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I think the concern for them, and I was just reading some other captain, other commentary also, that Josh Hazelwood is a concern because he's not been firing the way he should.
Mhm.
So as we talked the other day, that pacers operate in pairs. So if Bhuvi is not supported well by Josh, then there's an issue because you have to have that talmail, that rhythm between the two fast bowlers. So I think Josh has to step up. He's a great bowler. I mean, he's a fantastic bowler. Look at his track record. He's superb, both in Test cricket as well as the limited overs version.
And
I think,
same issue
mm,
is with Siraj also. He is also not
yes,
fully fit.
yeah, he's not fully fit, and I mean, he's been going for tremendous runs like Hazelwood. I mean, the
Yes,
economy
yes.
rate has been crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's something that both the team need to worry about and get their act together, because Rabada also needs support from Siraj, and here Bhuvi needs
Yeah,
support from
correct.
Hazelwood. So I think
No,
that's
no,
a concern.
Rashid is the only guy who's been economically very savvy
Yeah,
throughout
he's
the
been
tournament.
good. He's been good. He's been good. But his role is not that of a spinner only. He's an all-rounder. And I think that's where some matches that Gujarat lost were where Rashid Khan should have batted well and did
Yes,
not. Because
correct,
and Rahul Tewatia, I will take
correct.
both them together. Of course, Rahul tried to salvage some respect for his team in the previous qualifier one when everything had collapsed and he meant at 60, 70 runs of 30, whatever, for to no avail. But at least he tried to do that, but for a lost cause. But I think he has to show he has been a brilliant player in the past. I have seen him hitting two sixes at the last ball when it was required for, I think, I don't remember for which team. Uh, one of the teams, I'm not sure whether it was Gujarat, but he's done that before and he has not lived up to his reputation. Uh, I think they should use him well. One question that comes to mind in qualifier two was why was Donovan Ferreira sent in the 18th over? No,
Yep.
he made 30, 40 runs of 11 balls, and you send that type of a player in over number 18 when there are just 10 balls left. Something was wrong. You sent Shanaka, you sent
Yes.
Rabada before him, you sent everybody before him, not Rabada.
Archer
Sorry,
also before
Archer.
him.
Sorry, not Rabada. Archer. I meant Archer. You meant Archer. You sent Archer before him for what? You saw his batting. I mean, maybe you lost the 20, 30 runs that you needed there. RR fell short by 20, 30 runs. Had the score been 235, 240 or something,
Yeah, yeah.
the equation might have been different. But these are the mistakes that you make when you sometimes shuffle the order. So Rahul Tewete also, Shubman has to sometimes think that let me push him up the order a bit. Let me give him some more overs and not just give him that last 8, 10, 12 balls. Because he is a fantastic accelerator. He can really hit the ball hard and with good timing. So I think he's going to be key today. In case the top three don't perform, then he's got to be there playing for his team, and he should be given the right opportunity. I think that might tilt it in GT's favor if he performs because he's a very very hard hitter and he can accelerate the pace very fast, like
Yeah,
Donovan
yeah.
Ferreira.
In fact, he and Rinku Singh are of the same range,
More
actually.
or less, yes, you're right. Mm.
Yes. Also, I was
Hmm.
just reading some stats that said Jason Holder and Kagiso Rabada have dismissed Virat Kohli
Nine,
4 and 5 times
nine times.
respectively. So that could be crucial. That could help GT. I was reading, and there are a lot of advantages for GT because they are playing in Ahmedabad. They have the crowd support, this, that. Narayan sir, how do you look at today's matchup?
So if you take the strengths of RCB, in fact, so they have a deep batting order and power hitters throughout. Actually, देखेंगे तो. And if you see, arguably they are among the most complete batting setup in the tournament, which I said just now, sometime. भुवनेश्वर कुमार ऑफ कोर्स एज जस्ट नाउ निखिल ने कहा कि बहुत अच्छा है, खेल रहे हैं, 27 विकेट लिए उन्होंने. आई थिंक ही कुड बी अ गेम चेंजर टुडे इन द पावर प्ले, नो डाउट अबाउट दैट. पहले 2-3 ओवर में वो ही वुड बी वेरी वेरी लिथल, तो ये देखना पड़ेगा अपने को. एंड इफ यू सी, उनके पावर प्ले में आरसीबी इज द जॉइंट सेकंड हाईएस्ट पावर प्ले विकेट्स दे हैव टेकन, 33 विकेट्स इन द टूर्नामेंट ओनली इन द पावर. लेकिन अगेन वहां स्ट्रेंथ है तो वीकनेस भी है. वीकनेस भी यही है कि इनका एग्रेसिव अप्रोच है बैटिंग करने का, दैट कुड बैकफायर एट टाइम्स. मिडल ऑर्डर पे बहुत प्रेशर आ जाएगा अगर रबाडा ने स्टार्टिंग में कुछ अच्छे विकेट्स ले लिए, तो अगेन इट विल कम डाउन टू दी. लेकिन एक उनके लिए आराम ये है कि दिस इज सेम वेन्यू वेयर आरसीबी वन the tournament last time. They understand the ground, its conditions, everything समझते हैं, तो एक फर्क पड़ता है. जीटी के लिए जो स्ट्रेंथ अगर आप देखोगे तो पर्पल कैप रबाडा लीड कर रहे हैं 28 विकेट लेके, और उसमें खाली एक एक विकेट का फर्क है बिटवीन भुवनेश्वर कुमार एंड. इफ यू सी, रबाडा एंड सिराज हैज bowled 327 dot balls in this tournament. So I just calculated, it amounts to 54 overs.
Wow,
54 ओवर है, मतलब ऑलमोस्ट 3 इनिंग हो गई. 20-20 के अगर 3 इनिंग गिने ना, इतनी
that's amazing.
इतने डॉट बॉल दोनों ने मिलके
Out
डाले
of
हैं.
mm,
165 डाले हैं रबाडा ने और 162 डाले हैं सिराज ने. सो दिस इज वन थिंग विच, द मोर द डॉट बॉल्स, 19 ट्रीज तो ग्रो होएगी महाराष्ट्र में, गुजरात में, कहीं पे भी, वो तो अच्छा ही है, बट इट इज नॉट गुड फॉर द ओपोनेंट टीम बेसिकली देखा जाए. और जैसे we discussed what happened in G1 in qualifier 1 was, अगर गिल और सुदर्शन जल्दी चले गए तो the entire building collapses. और क्वालिफायर 2 में it went happen the other way around. दोनों ने अच्छा किया, 125 रन का ओपनिंग पार्टनरशिप बनाई and it was all through except लास्ट में सुदर्शन अपना, वॉशिंगटन सुंदर और टीवाटिया did the honors at the last actually. So Gill, as Nikhil said, he is the main man today, standing between the cup and RCB. And this is what I feel दोनों के हैं. And GT learned a lot after the qualifier 1. They have done a lot of things they have learned in that qualifier 2. तो ये एक बहुत फर्क पड़ेगा.
Yes.
You know that
Also,
just one comment on what happened the other night in the context of what Narayan said about uh, uh,
GT.
Bhuvneshwar playing a key role. And that's where Jofra Archer somewhere faltered. He gave away a lot of runs in the first 2 or 3 overs that he bowled against GT and allowed Shubman to, go away. And then the second more important point, which now is relevant for RCB, is Yashraj's bowling. I don't know if you watched that portion. I didn't watch the whole match because I was in and out. So he was not cramping the batsman. He was bowling wide and thinking that ये shot मारेगा लॉफ्ट करेगा आउट हो जाएगा, but he did not contend with the form in which Shubman was, the form in which Sai Sudarshan was, and the way they were smashing everything all over the place. So this is where Suyash Sharma, Krunal Pandya, when they come into bowl today, they must see the form in which these two batsmen are. And Krunal is amazing at cramping the batsman because of the way he brings the ball in to the right hander. So I think he's going to play a crucial role today. He should not make this mistake of trying to bowl wide and tempting him to get out. He has to cramp the batsman. He has to cramp Shubman Gill. And I think that is where RR made a big fundamental error the other day. They allowed the two batsmen to just get, I mean, lollipop, मैं देख रहा था
Correct.
क्या lollipop दे रहा है, बाहर मार रहा है, every ball
Yes,
is
yes.
being hit so easily. So I think the mindset was that you give him a slightly wideish ball, he will a top edge or he will bottom edge and he'll get out, that way. But you have to see the form of the batsman. No, you can see he's in sublime form. So you try to cramp him. You don't try to give him that extra width. So this is where Krunal Pandya and Suyash Sharma will have. If Suyash is playing, I don't know. He might be an impact player. They might bring him in. But Krunal, definitely his 4 overs are going to be very, very crucial in how he tackles the firepower of Shubman and company. So that's where that was my just limited point arising out of Narayan's comment.
One more data. Krunal Pandya is among the two players only who have scored 200 and taken 10 wickets in this tournament. दो ही आदमी है.
Hmm.
As an
I could
all-round.
not locate who the other guy actually. So somehow एक data मिला है मेरे को.
So it must be Ravi. I don't know, Jadeja has made that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Could be.
could be.
The only
But उन्होंने
person
बैटिंग से उतना एक दो मैच में शायद किया था.
शायद किया
Yeah.
होगा. I think in one match he made 64, 70 something. So he could be the person. And they are very similar in approach. So it's
Yes.
possible that it's them. And I think Jadeja also was not exploited well in the match the other day in qualifier too. There is some talk about his not being utilized well, and I think there's some friction in the team that is coming out in cricketing reports. So let's see how that is set right, because he is an amazing player, and you have to use him
Yes.
the way Patidar uses Krunal Pandya. So you see Krunal Pandya's body language on the field, the way like Ravindra Jadeja's is full of confidence, bindas, ekdam, and that's what carries the team forward. And he has his brothers chutzpah, he
Yeah.
वो थोड़ा ज्यादा dominating है. Kunal does it more subtly, but he does it, and he really, his fielding, his batting, his bowling is and they put him at number 5 in qualifier 1 was batting. That also was a good move. The way Ravindra Jadeja was bumped up to number 4 by RR. Two good moves were done on that match, and I think that's what defines captaincy, at least to me, that you make changes depending on the situation. Today, Patidar and Shubman have to now think on the ground. They can't go as per लिखा पढ़ा कि ये स्टैंडर्ड ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर है. हम ऑड इंडिया से कहते हैं टिक मारा टिक मारा टिक मारा टिक मारा टिक मारा हो गया, चलो नहीं होना. आपको देखना है कि उस वक्त क्या जरूरी है. चेंज योर स्ट्रेटेजी, चेंज योर प्रोसेसेस, चेंज योर थिंकिंग एंड अपसेट द अदर टीम्स रिदम. दैट्स वेरी क्रिटिकल.
Also,
एक्चुअली कृणाल बड़ा भाई है, तो बड़ा भाई का ईमान मान रहा है वो एक्चुअली.
अच्छा, he's
मैं
elder,
भी
is it? I
नहीं,
didn't
मैं
know.
भी बड़ा हूँ तो मेरे को पता है कि जितना गम खाना पड़ता है.
What were you saying, Hedvig?
yeah, just no, the pitch report, because yesterday we heard some thunderstorms near Ahmedabad, in Ahmedabad and around. Is there any chances of rain? If there is, what's the strategy around the toss? How do teams play? How do the captains decide? Narayan sir.
So RCB's head coach Andy Flower has confirmed that they are playing on pitch number 6, which was the same pitch which was used for the 2025 IPL title number 1. लास्ट ईयर वाली जो पिच है ना,
हाँ
6
हाँ
नंबर, उसी पे आज का मैच होगा. और ये मैच है ना 75, ये जो पिच है 75% रेड सॉइल है. सो लेस क्ले
Mixing.
एंड मोर सैंड, देखा जाए तो. सो प्रोवाइड्स कंसिस्टेंट बाउंस थ्रू आउट the both the innings. So and the average first inning score based on this pitch in the stadium, जैसे निखिल ने कहा, is 170 to 190 के रेंज में है. those scores have, sometimes in this IPL 2026, 200 के ऊपर भी क्रॉस हुए हैं. There's no issue about that. And बैटिंग फ्रेंडली पिच रहता है यूजुअली. सो फास्ट आउटफील्ड भी रहेगी, लार्ज बाउंड्रीज भी है. तो हो सकता है कि सिक्स मारने के अंदर द बैटर हैज टू बी वेरी वेरी क्लियर कि कहाँ मार रहा है. चांसेस ऑफ गेटिंग आउट ऑन द बाउंड्री वुड बी वेरी वेरी हाई. Pace bowlers would thrive, no doubt about that. And thick dew, possibly in the second innings in Ahmedabad Knights as such. So making the chasing side a bit easier comparatively. So अभी यही होगा, जो जीतेगा वो चेस करने की सोचेगा. तो मतलब वो पहले दूसरे को बैटिंग देगा और खुद बॉलिंग करेगा. दिस इज व्हाट आई फील.
That's
All
what
right,
looks,
sir.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Nikhil, sir, any psychologically how different they should strategize, or should
No, I
should it
think
stay the same?
I don't I think it's उस वक्त क्या क्या situation है, अगर cloud है, because you should not worry about the due later on. You have to worry about when you're going to bat first, if that's going to be a problem because of the cloud cover, or the cloud cover going to come later. Because the due is one thing, cloud cover is something else altogether. And when you have the fast bowler like Bhuvneshwar, when he bowls with a cloud cover and a very heavy atmosphere, he can be a handful. You can't. It's very difficult to bat against such in such circumstances. So if the cloud cover is going to come later on, and it's not there in the beginning, I would choose to bat first. I wouldn't bat then. I would, if I was RCB, because I would want Bhuvi to go all out under the cloud cover and get these people out, respect to the due factor. But if that's not the case, if there is no cloud cover, there's no storm expected, then the due factor definitely is there. I wouldn't want to bowl second. It would be a bit of I would rather chase, because that will be easier. So I think it's all depends on the condition there. And both teams have excellent first top four. So it's not that I have a better batting firepower than him, so I can think the other way around. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. दोनों के top four बिल्कुल मेरे ख्याल से match to match है, और what the one that performs below par is going to lose. Both are right there on top. That means मुझे जीतने के लिए सामने वाले को अंडर परफॉर्म करना जरूरी है. ये देखेंगे आज क्या हो रहा है.
लीग स्टेज के ऊपर जीटी ने आरसीबी को इस स्टेडियम में हराया है इन दिस टूर्नामेंट.
Okay.
सो देयर इज अ होम कंफर्ट लेवल नो फॉर दैट.
No, see the crowd support. I was there in one of the matches during the World Cup. I think when India was playing, I didn't go for the match. I was in Ahmedabad. The crowd support there is completely
या
crazy, and the sound level, the crowd support, and if Gujarat GT is playing in Ahmedabad, and if Amit Shah comes to the stadium. And he's sitting there along with Jay, and then all those good Jews sitting there, not going to let RCB. Yeah, no doubt Virat has a great following. I'm not saying that RCB will not have a following.
करेक्ट.
RCB's gang goes everywhere RCB goes. So RCB, we are in every stadium. It's not just Bengaluru. So it's not that they will be without support. But this side will be much more louder, according to me. And that really can pump up
Yep.
Rashid Khan, who's of a different level when he's pumped up completely like a Ravindra Jadeja or a Kunal Pandya. So I think let's see where that goes. But crowd support, I think definite plus point for GT, no doubt about
And Bengaluru has a new chief minister also today. So.
it. Yeah, I know. So there is a big
Yeah, yeah.
problem. So
So
not to discourage you, it's me, but I think if the politics is going to overshadow cricket, then let's see what's going to
No,
happen.
when you said Amit Shah is going to come, I was like, okay.
no, he would be there. He usually
He would
Probably
attends
be
the
there.
finals. Yeah.
final
Yeah,
attend करते हैं.
If it is at Ahmedabad, yeah. So
yeah.
he attends, and of course the chief minister, everybody would be there. Last time भी हुआ था.
All right. So, any final comments for our last episode
No,
of
no.
the
Again,
season?
let's do that key matchups. देखते हैं ना,
Yes,
आज एक बार
yes.
फाइनली करना है तो वो भी कर लेते हैं आज के दिन में. I go or Nikhil.
No,
Yes.
you go,
No,
you
you
go,
start.
you
You go
go,
ahead,
you.
son.
So Star Kohli versus Rabada is one
Yeah.
mashup according to me. That would be the ultimate, what do you call, a battle with Rabada 150 plus speed and Kohli putting all the trigger from ball one. So देखते हैं क्या होता है. Their head to head is 99 runs at the strike or 157 with 5 dismissals. So Hetvi,
Yes, yes, sir.
Then there
I'll
is
pass on
one.
the message.
Then there is Gill versus Bowie again. Bowie has dismissed Gill 6 times, so five is less than six.
Yes.
uh, in 79 IPL balls for just 86 runs, so 80 runs. So remarkable hold of the GT on this stuff. Then there are two orders: the RCB top order versus Rabada and Siraj on one front, and Rashid Khan versus RCB middle order. That also can be one matchup. ये अच्छा रहेगा आज के दिन में. I would always wish, we have been wishing all the last four three matches कि one sided match नहीं हो. In fact, in the last
Yes.
match I slept very early क्योंकि मैंने बोला है पूरा वन साइडेड हो गया है. गिल की सेंचुरी हो गई है, आउट हो गया है, लेट्स गो. नहीं, मजा नहीं आ रहा है इतना गेम खेलने का.
Yes.
एंड वैसे जैसे निखिल ने कहा कि वो आरआर के टीम के अंदर बॉडी लैंग्वेज में ऐसा लग रहा था कि दे हैव
They
ऑलरेडी
lost.
लॉस्ट द मैच.
Yeah, true. Very true. I agree
Yep.
completely. दिख रहा था पूरा एकदम. I would not,
Sir,
I would not ignore Prasidh Krishna Hitvi in today's match because you know what, in the qualifier one, I think, no, qualifier, yeah, qualifier two, I think, Shubman used him in the first 6 overs and he was not very effective. I think he should not do that. He should bring in Prasidh Krishna in the second part. 10, 11 to 20.
yeah.
He's been very effective there. And he can be a great support for Rashid Khan or for
Yep.
Sai Kishore if Sai Kishore is bowling as an impact player. So let's not ignore Sai Kishore because while he's not performed, he's not been given a chance to perform in this tournament. He is a game changer. So प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा को ठीक से यूज करना जरूरी है और मुझे ख्याल से ओल्ड बॉल उसको देना जरूरी है नॉट द न्यू बॉल he swings the ball well
Correct.
he's able to and his line and length are mostly like impeccable perfect so you must use him that way then what happens is the middle order and especially why the middle order even top orders batting it between 11 and 15 if Patidar is still there and Padikkal is still there you will need a Prasidh Krishna to control the run flow at that time so I think that matchup, Prasidh versus top or middle, whoever is playing at that time, is going to be again key for Gujarat. Because if Prasidh can't control that run flow, then you're going to let RCB run away with the match. On the
Yes.
others, on the this side, I think I still say the spinners are critical. Suyash has to perform well, Kranal has to perform well, and their matchup with the middle order of GT, assuming that middle order is exposed, is critical because Rahul Tewatia he can smash spin bowlers all
Yeah.
over the place. So he's known to be a super hitter of
Yes,
spin
yes.
bowling. So they must be careful that if Rahul Tewatia is there, then they cannot afford to either bring them in, or if they bring them in, they should be bowling at his body, by cramping him up and not giving him the width to hit. So these are the two matchups I'm seeing, other than the normal that we spoke about, the top four and this side and top four this side. But these two spinners here, Prasidha Krishna there, attacking the middle order of the other team, I think that might change the course of the match depending on who's batting first.
Also, one more matchup. I think we forgot Sai Sudarshan and his bat. They tend to go away, fly away. So that's one matchup we are looking
Yeah, I
forward
mean,
to.
it's probably something to do with his
Hopefully
gloves.
no hat trick today.
Hopefully,
Yeah, well, maybe
that
it's
would be
something to do with
a
his gloves. I don't know. Why would it
yeah.
happen otherwise?
It's
No, no,
still
perspiration and both the strokes which he hit na, उसमें chances था कि ball the bat
bad
may
fly.
fly the way he is hitting हो
You know,
सकता है.
I always thought Rishabh Pant was a classic player with odd
हिट
odd
विकेट नहीं करते थे
हिट
वो.
विकेट नहीं करता था
अरे
उसका बैट कहीं भी उड़ता था
ऋषभ
लेकिन
पंत
हिट विकेट नहीं करता
वो तो बैट भी नहीं फेंक छोड़े ही नहीं बैट को.
था वो खुद गिर जाए लेकिन बैट नहीं गिरेगा
Yes.
तो उसके
Also,
बारे में अपन बात करेंगे ये चेंजेस इन कैप्टनसी इन द
yeah,
नेक्स्ट in the
yeah.
roundup after the
Also, no
finals.
hat trick this entire IPL 2026. That's one
One
tragedy. I
wish
hope.
list did not happen. One wish list.
Yes, yes. Let's not. It should not happen today. We want a good match, but just in case.
So
All right.
some closing thoughts from me. One is for the RCB, don't let Rabada and Siraj pin them down in the power play. Number one. because the temptation to slog early against these high quality pacers can be costly. And also, if they bat first and score 200, it is likely uh, that is the minimum that can be defended given the due. There's no issue. 200 के ऊपर क्रॉस कर गए ना, तो I think वो defend कर जाएंगे आरसीबी. Coming to GT, if Gill and Sudarshan play like the eliminator and not like they did in the qualifier, the way the middle order doesn't have firepower to rescue them in case they fall down. No? And Mohammad Siraj's shoulder fitness after qualifier 2 needs monitoring. This is what I've been reading actually. And of course, the due factor, as Nikhil said, time पे मालूम पड़ेगा क्या होगा actually. लेकिन due factor के कारण ही chasing team would be slightly better on record at this venue.
All right.
अच्छा मैच होना चाहिए.
Yes.
And
I think the power play will be critical. I think it's important that the first 6 overs, 75, 80.
Well, actually, according to form, RCB is the clear favorites today as on date.
Yeah, but I think the power play will determine the first 6 overs, determine the course of that inning, not the match, but of that particular inning. So 80 for 4, no, 65 for 1 is also good. So make a good score, lose less wickets. Because you can catch up in the next 12. It's not necessary that पहले 6 ओवर में इतना किया तो 12 में इतने. उल्टा भी होता है. कम होता है वहां ज्यादा होते हैं, ज्यादा होते हैं वहां कम होता है. So you don't have to go by that statistic. You have to ensure that you have wickets in hand to tackle the bowlers that come later, and so you can accelerate towards the end like RR did in the previous match. Though they lost the match, that's a different issue. But I love the way they paced the innings and to reach that 212 or 15 or whatever they did. So I think power play, lose less wickets, keep your wickets intact, but obviously not at 34-1, or you have to be at 55, 60, 65. That will determine whether you can reach that 200 mark that Narayan spoke about. If you do 60 in the first 6, you will do 200. Not a problem at all.
And Rashid should be given all 4 overs actually. Last over match में 3 ही over दिए उसको. That does not work if you just give 3 overs to your main bowler.
That's bad planning. That's bad planning.
All right, then for months, 10 teams chase the dream, and tonight, one team will lift the trophy. Comment below, who do you think will lift the trophy today? From all of us at Cricket TV, thank you for watching. I'm Hetvi Patel. We have Narayan Pasari and Nikhil Morsawala with us, and we'll be back with the final review of IPL 2026 and all the changes and all the gossip around it. We'll discuss it and enjoy the final. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
आओ देखे क्रिकेट टीवी जहां मिलेगी क्रिकेट की सारी बातें जहां जोश भी है जहां होश भी है जहां क्रिकेट है